Alright, let's dive into something that's both deeply personal and incredibly important. Today, we're talking about Sir Chris Hoy, the legendary Olympic cyclist, but not just about his medals or records. What's truly striking is how he's using his platform to tackle something far bigger than sports: prostate cancer. And here's the thing, this isn't just a cause he's championing, it's a battle he's fighting himself. So, let's break this down. First off, what makes this really interesting is how Hoy's approach goes beyond just raising awareness. He's not just saying, hey, this is a problem. He's living it, and that authenticity is what grabs you. Personally, I think this is where his impact really shines. When someone of his stature shares their vulnerability, it humanizes a disease that so many men face in silence. It's not just about statistics, it's about connection. And that's powerful. Now, let's talk about the moment he was stopped by a stranger in Glasgow. This guy, recently diagnosed with prostate cancer, felt compelled to share his story with Hoy. Why? Because Hoy's openness about his own stage 4 diagnosis has created a space where people feel seen. In my opinion, this is where the real work happens, not in the big campaigns, but in these quiet, human moments. Hoy's not just a public figure, he's become a lifeline for people who feel isolated by their diagnosis. And that's something many people don't realize: how much a simple conversation can mean when you're facing something as overwhelming as cancer. But here's where it gets even more compelling. Hoy's not just talking about the emotional side, he's calling out systemic failures. He's frustrated, and rightfully so, about the lack of proactive screening for prostate cancer in the UK. France has it, so why don't we? From my perspective, this raises a deeper question: why are we still treating men's health as an afterthought? Hoy's not just asking, he's demanding change. And that's what makes his advocacy so impactful. Now, let's talk about his own journey. Diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer, given 2 to 4 years to live, that's a punch to the gut. But what's fascinating is how he's chosen to live those years. He's not just surviving, he's thriving. Cycling across Spain with a torn meniscus? Alongside Miguel Indurain? That's not just determination, it's a mindset. One thing that immediately stands out is how he's redefining what it means to live with a terminal diagnosis. He's not letting cancer dictate his life, he's dictating how he lives with it. And then there's his family. His wife, Sarah, diagnosed with multiple sclerosis just months after his own diagnosis, that's a double blow. But what this really suggests is the strength of their partnership. She's not just supporting him, she's cycling alongside him, raising money, and refusing to let him define her. Their kids, too, are a reminder of how resilience takes shape in everyday life. Cancer might be abstract to them, but pain isn't. And that's a detail I find fascinating: how families navigate these challenges together, not by ignoring them, but by integrating them into their lives. Finally, let's zoom out. Hoy's ambitions are massive. He wants to change how we screen for prostate cancer, how we talk about it, and how we fund research. Personally, I think this is where his legacy will truly lie. It's not just about the medals or the records, it's about the lives he's touching and the systems he's challenging. If you take a step back and think about it, this is what it means to use your platform for something greater than yourself. So, here's my closing thought: Chris Hoy's fight against prostate cancer isn't just his fight. It's a call to all of us to pay attention, to care, and to act. What many people don't realize is that change often starts with one person's courage to speak up. Hoy's doing that, and it's up to us to listen. What do you think? How can we all play a part in this bigger conversation? Let me know in the comments below.